Hello YouTubers, my name is Ashley Arichalu. Thank you for joining my channel, but before we get started, let me quickly pray. Oh Lord, Heavenly Father, I just thank you for this opportunity and privilege you have brought to me to be able to speak to your people about my experience, about my testimony with how you use this program to help me lose weight. Almighty Father, I pray that everything that I say be guided by you. Let me not say too much or too little, but just enough to help your people make an informed decision on whether they should join this program. Already, I thank you so much for all that you've done. I thank you so much for all that you will do. I thank you for anybody who joins and through you are able to succeed. Almighty Father, I just ask that you hear my prayer and you bless it in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to try to make this real quick because I know how people don't like long videos. For anything about my results, just scroll to the end. I know I'm just saying scroll to the end, but I know how people can be, and I know how I can be when I'm just looking to see other people's testimonies or see other people's results. But with that being said, the program I did was a 30-day program by Kathy and Luther Friedman. They also have other programs. They have a 10-day one. They have a 90-day one. They have a 90-day one with couple. Currently, I'm single, so I did it by myself, but that's okay. My why for this program was because I just wanted to have self-control. I lacked self-control in my life, and I felt like this program could somehow teach me how to have self-control, with eating pretty much, and planning when to do my workouts, planning, how to just put everything together and lose the weight and reach the goal that I want to reach. So with that being said, let me tell you about the food. I'll tell you that when they provide you a meal plan, they provide you a substitution list, they provide you a list of pills or supplements. Sorry, when people hear pills, it's kind of, but supplements that you can use to help help your journey, help you through your journey. And so for me, they have for everybody, they have a specifically tailored meal plan for you. They tell you when to eat, what to buy. They give you even a shopping list. And in this, in the substitution list, they give you things which you can substitute, use to substitute things from your meal plan, which I absolutely love. For me, they had me eating 5 to 6 meals. I did notice some of the things that some other people were eating, and I noticed that I wasn't allowed to eat some of those things, which is how I knew they were really trying to be specific and intentional when they were planning my meal plan, which I felt, which made me really happy, and it made me feel like they really care. So with that being said, when I got on the meal plan the first time or the first week, it was terrible. I hated it because I guess the first week you're not really supposed to really season your food like that because they want you to I'm assuming, don't quote me on it, but for me, it seemed to get rid of my water weight, and I lost like 11 to 12 pounds that first week, I believe. I'm not sure. I think so. Again, don't quote me on it. But you'll see in the end how much I lost after the first 6 days. By the way, they have you basically check in with them. So you take pictures, you send your measurements, your scale, or your weight every 6 days. When I started this plan, which was on the 31st of March, I was 268, I believe. I've been running around saying 269. I had to check back, and I realized I was actually 268. But it's okay. A couple days before it, I was 272. So in all, this whole program, I lost 23 altogether, plus the couple days before. But anyways, my arm measurement was 15, my waist was 39, my thigh was 31, and I went ahead and measured my stomach because that was my problem area. Even though they didn't ask for it, it was around 49. When I finished the program, which was day 30, gave my last pictures for day 30, I weighed in at 249. I had a 36-inch waist. I had, my arm was 13 inches, my leg was 31, and my stomach was around 46. So I lost, I'd say, a small amount of inches. I was at first disappointed about it, but then I realized, I lost 20 pounds. So, not everybody can brag and boast about that. So I was happy. I know the 20 pounds came from somewhere. So even if I can't see it now, I will eventually see it if I continue, which, by the way, I will talk about that later on in the video. So yeah, that being said, 5 to 6 meals. First week was terrible. I got well adjusted. They allowed me to put more seasoning in my food, and it has been a smooth sailing ever since. So it wasn't that bad. They're not asking you to do too much. Everything is pretty easy to follow. I already had meal prep containers from other diets and stuff I tried in the past, and me trying to meal prep in the past. What's different this time is I have God with me more so than I ever did before. I would tell you more about my journey or my complete transformation from what I used to be like, but I will do that in a whole separate video. Just know that God has been basically guiding me through this entire transformation, and that's why I've been able to stick so long and stick to the end, because I'd never been able to do that before. So with that being said, I love, as far as the meal prep, I love the fact that I can just grab and go. I do not have to, I don't have the time to be cooking every day. And so being able to just cook one day, set aside one day and just cook, and then the rest of the day is just grab and go instead of having to pay for delivery, go to a gas station, go to a store, go to a fast food restaurant, go to a restaurant, to get all the unhealthy food. I was able to just go to my fridge and just put everything in a bag and just go to work. I'm a nurse. I work AM, PM, night shifts. I have a crazy schedule. And this method of meal prepping just seemed to make everything easy for me when it came to being able to eat. I also had to set an alarm on my clock on the times I was supposed to eat, because they tell you when to eat even, which was very, very helpful. And, it wasn't much of a chore. I do feel like prepping was a chore, but, I've gotten used to it now. And it's expected. Nobody's going to cook your food for you unless you got somebody who loves to cook. Unfortunately, I'm single. I'm not living with anybody. I'm just living with myself. So I have to cook the food. Otherwise, the food is not going to get cooked. So with that being said, they did provide pills. I bought some, not all, from their site. They even have a protein shake that you can buy. I didn't buy that because I already had my own. I used that. I'm not so sure if it really helped or made a difference. I did watch other people's YouTube videos, and some said, it helped. Some said it didn't. For me, I don't quite know. I'm not sure. When it runs out, it will run out. I'm not going to buy again. I'm going to see what happens. If my results decides to dip down, then I know they did play a major role in it. As far as working out, they give you a set of workouts to do. They introduce it slowly. They first start you on cardio, and then they add more and more workouts after you've checked in with them a couple times. They will tell you, hey, try this, hey, try this, hey, try this. And I like the way they do it. I like the way they provide it. What they've provided me doesn't seem too hard, even though I can't complete them all quite smoothly now, but I know eventually I will. But that's okay. I don't think it's meant for me to just be able to do them all well at the start. Otherwise, I wouldn't be the way I am. I wouldn't be at the weight I was. So as far as the workouts, they don't seem too difficult. By the way, the good thing is they have home workouts, they have gym workouts, so you can do either one. They provide either one. For me, they provided home workout because you know what the time it is, you know what period we're dealing with, the COVID-19, and so everybody's at home now. Gyms are closed, and it just seemed to fit perfectly. Plus, again, I've been trying to lose weight. Well, I don't know if I've said this before, but I've been trying to lose weight for 9 years, and I have been going up and down, and I have bought almost, I don't know, I've tried a lot of things, and I already had a lot of gym equipment with myself for me trying to lose weight. So some of the things I have, they will have you get some things extra. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. I mean, they required me to get like a weight dumbbell. They required me to get what is it? A resistant band. Go to Amazon. Go to eBay. I mean, go to Walmart. Y'all, you know, you can find it easily. If it's too much for you, their exercises, it's not like they can't be done without them. They can still be done without them. So that's never an issue. I found it hard to squeeze the exercises in because of my busy schedule, but I tried my best to squeeze it when I could, and I think I got great results so far because of it. So, not complaining about the workout. As far as any other challenges, I would say me being a nurse, I didn't have enough sleep, so I feel like that may have played a role in me and how I lost weight. I don't know, but I still am happy with what I've done all so far, so I'm not mad about that. I do know I did towards the end start to feel full more earlier and more often. So much so that sometimes I wouldn't even eat some of my meals or I'll eat a little bit of some of my meals because I was just so full, which is great. It helped me to realize a whole new thing. I thought it was a myth that somebody can eat 5 to 6 meals and still lose the type of weight that I lost. My myth was a myth because I actually did it. I proved it wrong. And so it just helped me to realize that quality is more important than quantity. In fact, quality can control quantity if you eat right. Like what I'm saying, that's what I mean by me feeling full, because I was eating salads, fiber, stuff that made me feel full and really made me feel satisfied that I didn't even want to eat the next meal. So I am not complaining about the fullness thing. Even if I skipped it, it didn't really harm me. It didn't affect me. I try my best to get all the meals in, but if I can't, I just can't. Oh well. I do know my period and ovulation were working against me sometimes. Sometimes I retained a lot of water. I tend to retain like 5 to 8 pounds of water when I'm around those times. But this time, since I have God on my side, he's been basically helping me like go over that hump, because usually in the past when I see that, even though I knew that I was retaining water, it's like I became defeated automatically and my journey would just go downhill from there. But this time around, it happened twice, and I still was like, nah, it's a trick, it's a ploy from the enemy. I'm not going to believe you this time. You ain't going to get me this time. And I kept going and kept going and kept going, and I still lost the weight. So I'm just proud of myself. I thank God for him just letting his Holy Spirit guide me through this whole thing. So I don't, no regrets at all. I do notice that I was comparing myself to other people because they had lost a lot of inches in their waist and their stomachs. And I know for me, my problem area, like for me, like if I could get rid of my stomach and my waist, I wouldn't probably be losing weight right now. I would probably go ahead and let the diabetes come. Let my heart attack come. God forbid. But it's my stomach. And so I didn't see much inches to me lost, and I don't even know if that's proper English, but y'all know what I mean. And then I had to sit and think about it, and I had to spend time with God. I had to pray, I had to read, get into the word, and he just kind of reassured me and said, this is the route you want to take anyways. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to lose the weight fast, because if you do, you might have way more saggy skin, and then you'll be even more unhappy. Not saying anything, not to offend anybody with saggy skin, but you know, I feel like if we can prevent it, I think we would choose to prevent it. And so I feel like me losing the inches slowly is me preventing myself from having excess skin, or at least way more than I would have had or could have had. I don't, again, with the English, but prevented myself from having way more excess skin if I was to lose the weight faster. Or lose the inches faster. So I am not complaining. I lost inches anyways, so that's a great thing. And I had to stop comparing myself to people, because everybody's different. Everybody has different genetics. Everybody goes through their different journey. I already said that my meal plan everything was tailored to me, so they had something different that helped them and worked out for them. I don't know if my meal plan is the perfect fit. It may or may not be, but it's still doing something anyways, so I'm gonna take it as I see it. As far as positive things about this, I am so happy to have lost the weight. I saw some changes in my back fat. I saw some changes. I did see some changes in my stomach and waist, even though the inches didn't say anything. When I compared my first check-in picture, because by the way, when you send in your pictures, they have you posing in certain positions, so it's not just one before picture and one after. They have you like, they are extensive. They have you front, back, arms up, you know, arms down. Like, they have different ways, different positions, because these people are really trying to get the right fit. They're really trying to make the right plan for you. So for me, when I compared my first day pictures to my 30th day picture, I was like, oh, girl, you did lose some. Your stomach does look a lot lower. You know, it looks like it's not hanging out as much. So I was like, yeah, I don't know what you were complaining about before. You are losing the weight. Even if you don't feel like you're losing it or you can't see it, you are losing it. Trust me, you will eventually see it if you keep going. Trust me, you will. So that being said, my mindset is slowly getting out of that comparison thing. You know, we tend to do that. And Instagram is so good at that. Instagram is the place to suck people's emotion out. Like, really, like, drain people. Because, you know, I'm not saying it's not reality in what I see in Luther and Kathy's and 30-Day Transformation Team Instagram page, but when you see all these great results and then you look at yourself and you feel like you're not moving like they are, you just start to like get down in the dumps. You just start to get emotional. You start to feel like something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. Something's wrong with your thinking, but nothing's wrong with you specifically. You're doing all that you can. You're doing everything you should be doing. Celebrate yourself. God is celebrating you every day, so you should do it too. That being said, I also saw a little definition of my thighs. My clothes, a lot more loose. I wear scrubs all day, every day, because I work almost every day. So I noticed that I was starting to swim in my clothes or my scrubs, and so something's happening. So I really appreciated this journey. I think that's pretty much everything I have to say about this journey. I would say their contacting time is pretty good. They get back to you through email within 1 to 2 days for any questions. You also have to let them know that you have checked in or you sent in your pictures and your measurements so that they can go look on your portal and figure out what is the next step or the next move. But they get back to you pretty good. Me, because I love how the meal prep is set up so much, and I love how well I'm doing with this program, I decided to extend my membership to 90 days. So your girl is currently doing her next 30 days. This is not day 30, but this is day so-and-so. I don't know it. But you guys will find out what my results will be on day 60, and I cannot wait to tell y'all. And day 90, somebody's gonna have to pull me down from the clouds back to earth, because if I keep going this rate, because I'm starting to really see a difference now. Like, I looked at my pictures of my face today and compared it to a picture way before, and I was like, okay, girl, yeah, I see it. I see it. You ain't as chubby in the face anymore. So I am ecstatic. I'm absolutely happy with my results. So if you are thinking about joining this program, let me say yes, but only if you're willing to be consistent, only if you're willing to stay to the end, only if you're willing to set out the time to meal prep, to work out, to do what they ask you to do, and not divert. If you really feel like you have no guidance, no structure, you don't know what to do at this moment, at this time, and You have the money, okay? They ain't cheap. They are not cheap. So if you have paid your bills, if you have got your kids settled, if you basically take care of all the other necessities in your life, and you have the little extra money left to spend on this and invest in yourself, I say go ahead and do it. You can't lose out on bettering you. You just can't. You just can't. And I don't regret the coins that I spent on bettering me. I had the money, and I said, let me put it here before I put it in food. And I am happy I did. So, thank you so much for joining me on this video. My results will be placed after. Also, I would like to say my Instagram is weightlossbyash. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. You can follow me on there for more results, or daily, sort of daily results and daily thought. Just follow me about my life and in this weight loss game on there. And then I will come back on here after 60 days hits to tell you about how my 60th day, or how my journey has gone in the 30 days after the first 30. So I will post more videos on here. Not necessarily, I think I want to actually keep updating you guys every 6 days while I'm on this 30th day journey, and then I'm gonna just conclude it with one big video. So go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. If you want to stay or remain on this channel or remain receiving notifications, hit the bell too. Again, yeah, thank you. I think that's pretty much it. I'm sorry if this is not formal or professional. This is the first time I'm actually posting a video from my camera. I've had this camera for so long, but I think when I posted the videos, any videos in the past, I used my phone, which wasn't all that clear, but it still did the job. So again, thank you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
I'll put you in front of my melody. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. You and I, Jesus. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. Oh, hey, oh, hey. You are all that matters. Oh, hey, oh, hey. You are all that matters. Oh,
so, my ultimate goal is to look absolutely amazing in the mirror, in and out of clothes, and also to feel absolutely amazing. Whether I have a child or not, whether I'm married or not, whether, I'm young or old. And because I know in my family history, I do have some things that I could inherit down the line that I really do not want. So those are my why. So this is day 6, I believe. I weighed myself. I was 257. My starting weight was 268, so that's 11 pounds, which is great. Although I feel like a lot of it was water weight. I was very bloated in the beginning. And then as far as inches lost, I didn't really see much of an inch loss on my waist or stomach. But I did see loss on my thighs. I don't know, I guess that's good. but my main focus is my stomach and waist. But I'm gonna still keep my hope alive because I'm a Christian. I believe that God will do it. I think I did see a 1/2 inch loss on my arms, which is great. As far as the whole dieting, hey, this is day 18. I do have to say that I lost 4 pounds, which was very ecstatic. I did not expect to see any difference in my pictures because my stomach is just extremely stubborn. When I say it's the most stubborn part of my body, it is extremely stubborn. But in comparison to day one's picture, I was shocked to see it. And so my joy just was renewed. And I just wait to see day 24, to see day 30, and I did just upgrade my page to day 90. So it's day 30 looks like bam. Day 90, I don't even want to put my head there because my head will be past the clouds. Anyways, I do have to thank God for my journey so far. Ever since I dedicated to Him, I feel so free. I feel so, I don't feel forced in doing this. I feel struggling. I know the first week I was struggling to eat the food. It's like everyone has to me. I've never been this dedicated to meal plans before. I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what next week's bring. Or last week also I found that much more harder in the exercise. I'm doing something this week. I'm hoping to see maybe Jared's but I don't really care about the pounds like that. I just want to come what I do specifically the stomach. So the waist. And so I was thinking that like caught up to day 90. If I got to day 90, I guess you really have to press. It wouldn't sit down to like bring me back to earth. I'm just so excited for the journey so far. Just grateful for the fun program. Yes, I see the temple of the way my hair is looking. The lips are nice. But the bed just goes stronger. And I work inside of home, so I'm just protective sound. So, I'll see you guys day 24. Yay. So I had my day 12 last week, Saturday. I was quite disappointed and down, but I had to pick myself back up because I knew that if I stayed in that mental state, that would be it for me. Because that's what keeps happening to me every time I get down. Like my whole weight loss journey screws up. And forgive me for my nails. We're in quarantine, so well, but there's no stores open to do them. But so far, I'm highly motivated. I'm not gonna give up. I'm excited. I'm gonna really put my all into this journey. I'm actually going to upgrade to the 90-day, just because I like that I'm giving a actual meal plan setup that is not at all. So this is my day 24 video, even though my day 24 was yesterday. I gained 4 pounds. I'm not at all upset because I got my menstrual cycle. I don't tend to gain normal 2-3 pounds around my menstrual cycle. I tend to gain 5 to 8, so I'm not upset. Plus my water intake has increased since I've been on this program. Also, I hadn't put my feet up, and slept,
and I had did a double shift, so I knew I was going to retain. My ankles were extremely swollen, so I knew I was going to retain water anyways. But I'm ecstatic for day 30. I noticed that the fat by my arms and the back have decreased. I noticed my back fat the whole thing has decreased. I notice the way I feel in my clothes they're much loose. So your girl is doing her thing with God on her side. This journey has been great, and I can't wait for day 30. Guess what? Your girl lost 20 pounds within 30 days doing the 30-day program, 30-day transformation team program. I am ecstatic. I can't believe it. It didn't really hit me because when I was measuring my stomach and my waist, I was like, man, I didn't really lose much in those areas. But then I had to remember what I was weighing on the scale. I'm back in the 240s. I was like, girl, what you tripping about? You in the 240s again. You're in the 240s again. Remember I had pointed out at that sticky note that said my lowest was 241? You're in the 240s. You are close. So I'm like, what are you tripping about? You should be excited. You lost 20 pounds. So yes, your girl lost 20 pounds. I'm just ecstatic. So I did notice when I compared, because I do take pictures with bra and shorts. I don't want to post it up on Instagram just for my own personal beliefs of not kind of exposing myself in a certain way. But I did notice from day 1 to day 30, there was a difference in my stomach area. There was a difference in my back. And also I noticed even the way my shorts fit on me, they looked much more loose. So I was like, girl, you have something to celebrate. I don't even know why you tripping that you didn't lose as much inches as you wanted to this first 30 days. Plus you got 60 more days to go. So I'm ecstatic. I can't wait for day 60. I can't wait for day 90 too. So yeah. By the way, I had told y'all, I know last week I was 259. So you would think I lost 10 pounds, but I knew that I was holding a lot of water because of my menstrual cycle. So I knew that, like I told y'all before, that I tend to carry like 5 to 8 pounds of water around my menstrual time. So I feel like that's what affected last week. But this week, I was so shocked to see 249. Like I didn't know I'll lose that much. So that means from the 257 to 249, that's about 8 pounds. Wow, 8 pounds. Okay, let me stop tripping. I can't wait for day 60. I'm going to continue posting every 6 days. I'm going to continue with my meals. I'm going to continue with drinking my water. And we'll see. We'll see where this takes me. Gotta also mention one last thing, because I could not and cannot do this without my God. My God is the author of my footsteps. He is the reason why I'm doing this and sticking on. He is the reason why I am continuing. He is the reason why I have not faltered. I have not fallen. I am still strong. And so I have to thank him for all of this that has started. He has started, and what he's going to continue to do. Philippians 6:1. He started a good work and he's going to see it onto completion. So I believe that and claim it in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.